Hi guys, today we are going to see how to make a landscape painting on IBIS paint. So towards the bottom left there's a plus sign. We are going to click on that and then change the DPI to 9999. By default it's 800, but I change it because in the tablet it is a clear image, but then when I send it to my phone it's not. So I press OK and now I have a rectangular canvas. Reference window here I opened to see the image that I want to paint. There we go. We double pinch and expand, and there towards the top right is my landscape that I want to paint. Now I can press hold and select the color I want from the reference window. So I am changing my brush setting to airbrush and symmetry because I want the same sky and same uh, water reflection, so it will happen simultaneously from this setting. I selected the purple color from the reference, and when I started painting the color just was too dark, so I made it more saturated from the color setting and made this, just dragged, press and drag to color the canvas bubblegum pink to blend the purple. And now you can see that there's a very harsh line between the purple and the pink, and I will correct that in a moment. So orange base, right there, and again everything is harsh right now, so I will be blending that in a moment. By choosing a lighter version of orange, I'm blending the baby pink and the orange. You can see that towards the left side there is more light, so that's why I'm highlighting it with the very light orange. I selected the purple and went over with the purple again, and I'll be doing so many different motions and dragging and pressing until everything feels blended. So right now I'm blending with the purple itself. Okay, I feel like the canvas is good now, the base. So now I'm using this particular brush setting to make defined clouds, because you can see the cloud on the reference window. It's not that airy, it's a little dark and defined. Here I selected the smudge button to blend the cloud, but it became blurry. So I will go over with the charcoal brush setting to give it a little texture, and I'll just tap tap tap. I will not drag it. I will just tap 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 tap. Like you can see, I increased the size and tapped, tap tap tap, and I did not change the color yet. Now I want it to look a little highlighted, so I and a little more blended. So I made a lighter purple, and see I am extending the tail, and you can see it looks very blended, like the sunset light is hitting the clouds also. Obviously we need to make a contrast, so we selected a darker bluish purple and tapped in certain areas where we want to show that the light did not reach. Now I'm changing my brush setting, and with this whatever brush setting this is, I don't know, I am making the Hills. There is no hill in the reference picture, but I wanted to make a few tiny hills, and I accidentally moved the perpendicular ruler. But yeah, so I went with what I felt would look good and subtle. So there we go. With the black, I'm giving it more definition. As you can see, it looks more defined. There we go. Now I think I'm going to select the tree trunk brush, and one tap and you have a tree. So this felt wrong, so I went back, and yeah, this is a perfect tree right here. I liked the size and the position of the tree. Now I will choose um grass and make a little grass to give texture to the ground. As you can see, I did not make a huge difference here and increase the size of the grass, because it's we are seeing it from far away, so the grass is barely visible. So you can see just a few lines here and there. So I'm just dragging the brush, I'm not tapping the brush. Now I'm going to choose the leaf brushes, and I'm going to zoom in. So I chose the translucent leaf brush, decrease the size to very tiny, because and there, by pinching and dragging the canvas, I zoomed in, and here I'm giving tiny leaf textures to the tree trunk. And as you can see, this is very blended, so I'm going to give solid leaves with the other brush, decrease the size, and I'm tapping. I'm not dragging, I'm tapping. So I am tapping, 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 and whatever feels right, not too much towards the center, because then you will lose all the branches. You don't want that. Then the tree would only look like a brush. Anyway, bush, not brush, bush. Okay, here we are done. Done with the tree. I added a few leaves towards the branches, but not too much. And we are done with the tree. Now I felt like I wanted to add stars, a lot of stars to the canvas. So I select the pointillism brush, change the setting to white, and then tap, tap, tapped. No dragging, just tap, tap, tap. And this did not feel enough to me. So later I went over and filled the entire sky with stars. See, whatever doesn't feel right, you can just press the back button, and you can press the forward button to like correct your mistakes. So this is what I'm doing. I'm scattering some. I use the pointillism 3 brush to make stars, and you can see I had to increase the size to make the stars, and again this didn't feel right. It was a little blob of circles. So I chose yet again another brush, increased the size this time, and pointillism 5 this is. Jitter hue, I changed the brush setting to jitter hue, and then jitter brightness, and it gave a more defined look to the star. Jitter saturation, everything I increased, and there we go. We have bright star filled sky, and this felt exactly right. That is that is it. Okay, I wanted to scatter it. Okay, I am not yet done. I scattered the setting. Okay, yeah, now probably I'm finalizing it. Yes, it's finalized. What do I want from here? Okay, moon. I went to the picture option to select a moon, and here you can type any image you want and you select it. I wasn't sure what kind of moon I wanted, so I'm just browsing through the different kinds of moon. The crescent, the crescent moon seemed like the right choice. So it's very big, so I pinched it down and placed the moon according whatever size you want. You can drag the little circles and make the size, and then drag the moon to wherever you want. So now the thing is that in this video I accidentally just didn't know what the reflection of the moon would look like in the lake, and instead of making it exactly the same, I made the moon on the opposite side, and my cousin pointed it out to me. So later, the next day, I corrected the painting. So if you see the time lapse of the of this painting, then you will see that I corrected the moon reflection. So anyway, this is the second moon for the perpendicular setting. If you try to select an image and you want a reflection of the image, then the reflection will not come. So that's why I had to select the moon two times. So here is me thinking that the moon is supposed to look opposite to whatever it is. So instead of making the moon exactly the same, I changed the direction of the crescent. So that is me. I was really confused. I did give it a thought and I did not know if it was supposed to go the left way or the right way. Anyway, using the smudge brush, I used the airbrush setting, and I will try to smudge it. I don't know, maybe the smudging wasn't happening here, so I don't know if I selected the layer in the painting. Yeah, I did select the wrong layer. Somehow the layer that has been selected here is the moon layer. So anyways, um I kept trying to change the settings and everything. I don't know if I even figured it out or anything in this video itself, but basically select the layer. See, only the moon has been selected, so only the moon is blurring out. So I think I did not figure it out in this video, I figured it out later. And anyways, you select the lake area layer, and you switch off the perpendicular ruler, because if you smudge the lake area on the bottom of the painting, the star sky would also smudge automatically. So you switch off that ruler and then you continue. So yeah, anyways, I did eventually figure out that it was a layer issue. Maybe, yeah, I did figure out. What did I actually solve the problem? I don't know. Let's see in the coming video. Because the moon is blending now, that's why I was like, okay, this is a layer issue. Yeah, here I opened the layer. Okay, I'm trying to change the setting. Nothing is working yet. I did not select the lake layer. I'm trying to change the airbrush setting here too. Nope, not happening. I think I figured it out after. Yeah, I figured it out later. So, bye bye.